Right, let's not be too obscene here. Let's do up my pyjamas. Now, I have to tell you something. I've been trying out the heated eye wand and I'm seriously impressed. My under eyes just feel really refreshed and I've definitely noticed less fine lines. I'm really, really loving it. Absolutely loving it. So I'm going to do, hello Stacey. So this was the eye wand. Now excuse, for those of you that don't know, I broke my tooth in half. So I'm missing my front tooth. I know. Ali M's not very beautiful at the moment. Hopefully the dentist is going to see me right. I think they're going to have to take it out and put a you know, screw in one in, because it's had it. It's absolutely had it. It's my own fault. It cracked during lockdown in half. And it was when we were all like, stay at home, don't go out. So I didn't do anything about it and it finally gave way. It is good. Look, I haven't got any makeup on. Tell me what you think, Stacey. Is it good for dark circles? I definitely see a difference. I haven't used it this morning and I miss it actually, but I used it last night. And what I did is I put some, you've got to put some eye serum on first. I'm going to do a review on it. You've got to put some eye serum on first because you can't put it on dry skin because it'll drag the skin. And what I'm talking about, for those of you that are just joining, hello Terry, hello Nina, is this heated eye wand from StylPro. And I showed you it at the end of my cleanser video yesterday. Right, and as I said, there's another site that is dedicated to eye products, and I've been looking at it and wanting to get it for a while because it helps with blepharitis. Because you know the hot compresses that you use, you know that actually help to clear up the meibomian glands. It's supposed to be good for that, and it's a lot easier than putting that. You know those compresses I was doing every night. I gave up on that pretty quickly because, let's face it, you're not going to keep that going. You know, putting these hot compresses on at night and then massaging your eyes and all of that business. This is a wand. It heats up in seconds and it's got the massager and you go around your eyes for 60 seconds and you're done. And you put your serum on first so that you don't drag your eyes. So I put some of Charlotte's, I tried a magic eye cream, but it just heats up the cream and makes it go all funny. So I tried a gel, the clear gel, and it works with that. And then I do it round the bottom and then you turn the LED off. You can do the LED for underneath the eyes, but you're supposed to turn it off for doing over the eyes. And then I do the massage and the heat for the over the eyes, and it's really helped. So I'm going to do a video on it. But what I'll do is I'll put a link to the product below. And I would definitely suggest getting it from StylPro because it's cheaper. Any serum, you've got to put a serum underneath so that you're not putting it on dry skin. Because if you put it on dry skin, it's going to drag. But I used Charlotte Tilbury's, the Cryo one. It doesn't really matter what you use underneath it. It's just that you shouldn't put it onto dry skin because you'll drag the delicate eye area. So it needs something to glide on. Okay? So I'll do a review on that now. I've got another video that is about half an hour long. I'm not going to edit it because it's quite chatty. Hello, Shahina. Yes. I'm going to say hello to you all and then I'll tell you. So, hello, Nina. Hello, Stacey. Hello, Terry. Hello, Shahina. Right, I said hello to everyone. I did another video yesterday. It is half an hour long and I'm not going to edit it down because I got quite chatty in it and talking about all the things. It's my sort of mini Mac haul. So I'll put that out later on. But if you get bored of me chatting, just forward through it. Thank you. Yeah, I've started to get my motivation going, because mental health wise I've really been struggling recently with my leg and everything, because it's just been getting me down. But so motivation has been a bit of a struggle for me, to be honest, which is sort of part and parcel of everybody's life, I know. But actually I've been enjoying doing lots of videos and stuff. Now I did this Mac haul, and I'm going to show you some of those today, but you're going to see them in the Mac haul video. But also what arrived is I got something else from P.Louise. And you know what, Mick's coming back this evening and I'm trying to hide all the boxes. He won't have a go, but I just get embarrassed. But look. My sister talked me into this. She's a bad influence on me. There was another set that had a big palette in it and another couple of items that was reduced. You're going to be filming. You've got your contact lenses. My eyelashes looked fabulous yesterday. Well, I'll tell you what that was in a minute. Let me just show you. Let me do you a quick... So I'm going to be repeating from my Mac haul, but do tune into that video because you'll see everything that I got. Let me just show you. So I got the Easter egg. That was the mascara was in the Easter egg. So that's the Easter egg. Now you get this if you spend 60 quid on Mac at the moment, okay? And if you spend 80 quid, you also get a hyperreal glow palette, which is quite pretty. And I also demonstrate that on my Mac haul video. I'll show you what you get in this. So you get the Stack mascara. That's the mascara. Now, what I would say is it's not as curling as Pillow Talk. My favourite for curling is the Pillow Talk mascara. But what this claims is that the reason it's called Super Stack is you can put as many coats of this on as you like and it's not going to clump, and it definitely lives up to that claim because I had 3 coats on and it didn't clump. You get this serumiser, which I shall put on in a minute. I'll show you a bit of that. And this Fix Stay Over, Fix Plus Stay Over. Now I said in my video it's very difficult to know with setting sprays unless they're really sort of glue it onto your face variety, like Huda's Resting Boss Face. But it was quite good. I can't really tell you whether or not it was any better than Charlotte's or any worse really, but it's a setting spray. And then you get this lipstick. Now the lipstick's a little bit pale on me, but it's a really nice shade. I'll show it you quickly. It's a really nice shade, but I'm not sure yet whether I'm going to give this to my sister or not. Hence, I've kept it in the box. That's the shade. I'll just swatch it. So it's this formula is the Lustreglass lipstick. So it's kind of a hybrid between a lip gloss and a lipstick. It's a nice shade. It's kind of a bit Pillow Talkish, to be honest. No. Don't look at my teeth. It's nice. It's a nice everyday one. Yeah, I'm running out of space to hide all my sneaky stacks in, to be quite honest. So there's that. So you get that in your tin. Then I'll show you, if you spend 80 quid, I'll show you the palette that you get. In case anyone's considering it. So this is a palette that you get if you spend 80 quid. And you get both. You get the egg and the thingy. What is the lip colour? The lip colour is called Hey, it's Mac, I think it's called. Hang on. Let me get this egg off again and I'll tell you. It's called Thanks, It's Mac. And it's shade 540. Thanks, It's Mac. And it is their luster glass lipstick. Luster glass lipstick. Thanks, It's Mac. 540. What would be really good with this, and the reason I'm not giving up, it's sort of a little bit light on me, but the reason I'm not going to give up on it is it's one of those that would work really well under a, you know, you can change it up by using different lip liners underneath. So, right, this is the palette. But I'm going to talk through all of these on my Mac haul, so please watch that as well. This is the palette. Now, you don't get a choice. They actually, this comes in 3 shades. But when it's a free thing, you don't get a choice. And this is the lightest one. But of course, it's going to work on any skin tone. And I put this on yesterday and it looked pretty. Now, you know, Nina, you were saying you like my eyes. I had that on my, all I had on my eyes was that on my mobile lid. And what I really like about these, and what I really noticed putting them on my eyes, is that the shimmer is so finely milled, that it doesn't, you know, sometimes when you put a highlighter on your eyes, if you're a certain age like me, that the shimmer actually sort of accentuates the crepiness of your lids. And this didn't, because it's so finely, you know, the glitter particles that make it shimmer, it's so finely milled, it just looks really classy. So all I did was brush that onto my mobile lid and it looked really nice, really classy shimmer. So it's not bad free gift to get for spending 80 quid. And then you get all that other stuff. Now, who was it? You know me and names. Who was the lady that joined us last week that hadn't been on for a while, that recommended me this strobe dewy skin tint? Because I wanted to say thank you. I think her name began with D. John. No, John. Thank you, Shahina. John, thank you very much. She even suggested the shade, and I'm going to show you that in a second. Let's put some of this serumiser doodah, what's it on. I did have a little sample of this, but I think I've thrown that out. So I'm going to just use the one that's in the egg. And then I'll show you this. This is really lovely, this strobe dewy skin tint. So you get one about that size. It's their new serumiser skin balancing hydration serum. It's supposed to be really good for applying under makeup. So it's kind of a gel-like serum. Feels quite cooling. A little bit of a scent. You love a mini. They're really handy to have. I used to save up all my minis. I've still got quite a few, so that when I mean, at the moment I don't really travel, but when I was working or I was traveling, I just throw a few into my bag. It sinks into the skin really, really quickly. Your skin drinks it up. What do I need from Mac? I really want the free gifts. Well, you wait for this. Wait for this. You'll probably want this. So this is the strobe skin tint. Now, don't go. I'm repeating a lot of what I said yesterday. Do not go onto the Mac thing where it works out what shade you are. Because it told me I was light 1, which is the lightest shade. And I mean, that's just not going to be true, is it? So this, I think you'll like this. Now, I've already forgotten her name. John said that this is a kind of dupe for Flawless Filter. It kind of is, but I would say it's a bit of a hybrid between Flawless Filter and a highlighter. You know, the Beauty Light wand. I'm going to just show you. I'm going to put some here. Right? And I'll put it on my hand. It reminds me quite a bit of the, remember the oh, I'm going to forget the name of it now. The other stuff that Glowplexion from Studio 10. Now look at that hand. Look at that hand. I'm going to put some on my face now. Now, it's got a little bit of coverage, hence it comes in quite a few shades. I got medium 2. There are 4, looks like the e.l.f. Halo Glow. Yeah, so there's 4 medium shades. I think there's about 4 tan shades. But I wouldn't get too worried about the shades if you get into the ballpark figure, because, you know, it's not, it doesn't matter about getting too close a shade because it's kind of a bit see-through. So this I would definitely recommend, especially for summer. Because you can put that on just instead of foundation. And it's one of those that you can put under, over. I'm going to put a little bit around my eyes. Under, over, mix it with your foundation, etc., etc. See? Is it my phone? What's your... Ali, can you clean the phone? I can. Is that better? It probably is, isn't it? Sorry about that, Shahina. It was me. Except you can see my tooth a bit more now. Right. I was trying to give myself a filter, you see. Right. It's because I put makeup-y hands all over my phone and then it... Sorry about that. Right, so that is the Skin Dewy Skin Tint. And you know what? Yesterday, I put on the new foundation. But I'm just suddenly wondering whether or not to put on this foundation over the top. I think that would look nice. You know, the full coverage one. Now, the other thing that I got, I don't know if it will work with this foundation. Oh, no, I know where I'll put that. Is this foundation brush. I was a little bit underwhelmed when I first got it. I thought, oh, that's a bit short and stubby. But it really does blend your foundation in really well because it's really densely packed and soft. I wonder if it will work with this foundation. Let me try it. Yeah. Yes, it will. It applies this beautifully, actually, because it really spreads it around. So I'm using the full coverage foundation. Sorry, I just predicted what your question is. So this is the full coverage MAC foundation. I thought I'd try this because yesterday when I did my MAC thing, I used the new one that I got. You know, this one. And I thought I'll try it with this one instead today. Because it'll bring out the glow from that strobe thing a little bit more. Give me a bit more of a glow. Now, I would say that this brush is better with the other foundation, but it's still quite good. It's just picking it up with this brush isn't as easy. It's good at blending it in, but it's just picking it up. It feels like you're just stroking a dry brush over your face. You're not, but it's just... Now what I'm going to do around my eyes is just dab it with my fingers. Although that brush actually does work quite well around the eyes with the other liquid one. Very good at getting into the nooks and crannies. They've got, by the way, I've got it on my wish list because they haven't got it in stock at the moment. But they've got a pro palette with about 6 shades of this foundation in a palette. And I want to get it so that I can start making people up. It's for makeup artists, because makeup artists use this foundation all the time. So they bought out a palette for makeup artists with about 6 or 8 shades of this foundation in it. But it's out of stock at the moment. But if I do buy it, I'm definitely going to be wanting to make people up. I miss making people up. Now, I'm going to use a little bit of my NW setting Studio Fix powder just to take the yellow off again. Hello, Jess. My eyes are looking fantastic. They feel it. They really do feel it. Thank you, Stacey. Yes, if there's time, would you show what's in the MAC egg again? Of course I can. You can't get on with MAC products. Don't worry, I'm going to show you some P.Louise in a minute. I'll show you the egg again in a minute. Have a look in John Lewis and give me a shout. Why? What's in John Lewis that I want? Is there something in particular? Have they got a sale on at the moment? Oh, what you mean for the, oh, they have Mac. Yeah, I don't know whether they'd have the Pro stuff. I think the Pro stuff is often exclusive to the Mac stores. And the full coverage foundation is a Pro product. I've got a molting hair sitting somewhere. There it is. Right, so this is the cool powder that just takes a bit of the yellow out of the foundation. And I asked yesterday on my Mac haul, has anyone found, we all know that as we age, our skin gets a bit paler, our complexion adjusts. But have you noticed that your undertone adjusts? Because I definitely think I'm less warm toned than I was 10 years ago. Right, I'm going to show you again, Terry. I'm going to show you what's in the Mac egg. Right, so here's the egg. So you get the Mac Macstack mascara, which is the mini Mac Macstack one, so it's one of the mini ones. The little pot of concealer they sell is the same as a foundation. Ah, your undertone has changed, you're sure of it. Thank you, Nina. So you get the Mac Macstack mascara. You get the Fix Plus Stay Over spray, setting spray. You get the lipstick, which is a full size of the Thanks It's Mac. And you get the, I've put it down somewhere. Here we go. You get the serumiser, little mini of the hyperreal serumiser, which is their new serum. All inside the egg. There you see, look, I'm just going to show you there. If you want to screenshot that now, and then if you spend £20 more, you get this. It's a good idea instead of chocolate. Right, do you want me to show you what is in this P.Louise box? Now, I got some lipsticks, some purple lipsticks. I'm going to leave you to go and look at that video and you can see the purple lipsticks from Mac. So I haven't uploaded it yet, but I'm going to upload it later this afternoon. So I've just got to be careful not to show everyone my address. Right, so this was a set that I got on offer. Again, I got sucked in on. Now, there is another brow balm. So I'm going to do, one day I'm going to do a demo of this brow balm and then I'm going to give the other one away. So stay tuned for that. If anyone wants a brow balm, I'm going to do a giveaway coming up soon. Then there's this melt away mist. So you spray this on your face and it's supposed to melt off your makeup. Then you get this Bad Bitch Energy. I love the way they always make these look like. In Banoffee Fantasy. Now, I really want one of these, but not. I'm not sure that I want it in Banoffee Fantasy. So I might actually keep this wrapped up and give it as a present. I want to get one in peach or mango or one of those sort of fruity flavours. So what this is a lip balm on a key ring, which I love the idea of, and a lip oil. But I've got some birthdays coming up, and I do think that these make really nice gifts because the packaging is so unusual. But this is what I wanted to get. This is why I got this. Identify your worth. I love the way there's a mirror in the front. When life gets blurry, adjust your focus. So I thought I'd put this on today. Shall we get going? Do you want to see the highlighter shades? Does it have a name for the collection? What, for the bundle, you mean? I'll have to go back and check what the bundle was called, Nina. I'll do that after my live. Just drop me a line and remind me in case I forget, but I'm sure I won't. Let me just show you what these look like. That's one of the highlighters. That's the other highlighter. I think I got this for £26. So I've got the palette and those other items for £26. It wasn't a mystery box. No. This one, I knew what I was getting in this box. So I just think this is a great, and they're all really nice colours. So goodness knows where I'm going to put this palette, because the table in front of me is full up. Now, how am I going to do this? Let's see. Bear with me a minute, because I need to find a way to balance this somewhere where I can reach it. Right, I've balanced it somewhere I can reach it. Let's go in with, there's lots of nice matte brown shades, so I'm going to go in with a nice kid-like transition shade. And gradually build it up, because I've got lots of browns here to build it up. In fact, that's so transition-y, you can't actually see it. But that's good to have one like that. Right, let's go in with this one. It's a sort of cool brown. if anyone wants me to sort of do a non-live tutorial using this palette and then sort of outlining which colours I'm using, then let me know. I think I'm being a bit of a wuss. I need to go with some darker shades or you're not going to see it. Right then, let's build it up to something like this. I love doing these looks where you've got the browns and you just gradually build up the browns. And then I'm going to go for a really dark, cool brown, like that one on the top. I have to say they're very blendable. That one almost looks pink, doesn't it? Right, then I'm going to take this sort of, there's a rose gold at the top. I'm going to put that on here. Hello, El Jardins de Sophie. I love the pink hello hands. Oh, I don't know what the red little devils are for, but hello. Hello, hello, hello. The warm foundation is too warm. It needs more of the, you know why it was? NC35 is becoming too warm for me now. And that's what I'm saying, Terry. I think as I'm getting older, my face is getting more neutral. But that's why I use this powder to take down the, if I put a bit more, I'll take it down even more. Look. Let's do this side. But yeah, I definitely need to start going for neutral foundations now, because everyone used to match me to warm in Mac, in Charlotte Tilbury, but as I'm getting older, I'm getting more neutral. There we go. So I'm putting this NW, which is a cool powder, to take the yellow off. You're right, Kerry, absolutely right. And I'm starting, when I'm looking at foundations now, going for more neutral undertones. I'm so used to looking for the warm ones. Ali, you're not out as much. Look at your younger pictures. See your shade from then. Oh, I see what you mean, because I'm not outside as much. Look quite pink. So I would definitely have a look at that. Red. So I'm going to take some of this and put this, yeah, to break it up. So sorry about that. And it was asking me if I'd like to use my mobile data. But yeah, I might get some samples and try, or go to a department store, because I definitely am getting less warm. Do you remember when I went to the Charlotte Tilbury launch event? They matched me to a 7.5 warm. It makes me a little bit sad, to be honest, because I actually I'm quite proud of my Indian heritage and the fact that I had a warm olive undertone. And as I'm getting older, I'm kind of becoming more, I'm becoming less Indian heritage in my skin. Right, I'm going to put some of this white highlighter that is in this palette. I'm going to put, because it works really well in a, have people noticed, by the way, there's a bit of a trend at the moment, I've noticed on Instagram, that a lot of young people who don't have warm undertones at all are applying warm foundations, and they put it on and you think, whoa, that looks too yellow. They're basically doing it to give themselves a tan. I've noticed that an awful lot. You see that white, it works up there, because when you turn your face, that often does look white. And I'm going to put some of that in here. So this is one of the highlighter shades. Then I'm going to take one of the really dark shades. Is the screen pixelated? Ah, do you know what that might be, Nina? It might be because it just said that my Wi-Fi's gone off and it's doing it on my mobile data. Yes, and they put loads of white powder on to tone the yellow down. It's so true. But I've noticed, like, you'll see these women coming on and they're really fair skin and they've got quite a cool undertone, and they go and put this really yellow foundation on to give themselves a tan. Right. Now, what was I going to do? I know what I was going to do. I'm going to use one of these dark shadows to line my eyes with, because I like doing that. It doesn't cause as much eye irritation. Mind you, you know what I'll do? I'll go and get a load of neutral foundation, and then we'll go into a hot summer and I'll go really warm again. because I don't even have to go out in the summer to get tans. It's really weird. I just the sunlight going through my bedroom window and I get a tan. That's where you have to start mixing your foundations, I think. So I'll definitely make sure that I put out that eye wand video in the next few days, because I think a lot of you will be interested in that. That's a really cute kind of palette, isn't it? It's really good everyday colours. I'm just going to take my smudge brush and I'm going to take one of the darker shades and just pop that into the corner. Oops. Wow, that was really dark. Wasn't expecting that. Now, I'll put some of that mascara on that you all like. And the other thing that I shall do in a second is I'm going to put that cool pink mascara on. The cool pink blush. Because the other day I experimented in putting that underneath my foundation. And that takes the yellow off too. Now, here's the Mac Macstack mascara. Didn't blend that very well, did I? I've also got a Mac store in my hometown, so I might go in and get matched again. Because they actually do neutral foundations as well, not just neutral cool, neutral warm, but you can get a neutral one. I tell you what, if you're not getting the egg, I would say it's worth getting the mini Mac version of this. One, so you can try it out. Two, I just think it's better not to keep mascaras for very long anyway. But to get the mini Mac one, you can try it out and you're not actually getting the long wand. Because I think these shorter ones are just easier to use. So that's the Macstack. And you can literally go on. I'll put on another coat in a minute. And you can keep putting coats on and it just doesn't clump. Yeah, Stacey, everyone's right. you need to just not worry about, you really, when you're putting out a video, I've said this before, but you need to do what you enjoy doing, right? And don't think about, I know this is going to sound selfish, but don't think about doing it for other people. Think about doing it for you. Because if you really love what you're putting out, then that will be picked up by other people. People will pick up your enthusiasm. Now, I'll tell you, for instance, there have been times in recent months where I've been quite low and I haven't been motivated. And the reason I veer off putting out videos then is because people will pick up that I'm not really motivated to do it. And actually what people pick up on is enthusiasm and love. When it becomes a chore or it becomes something that you're doing for somebody else, then people pick up on that. You've got to do it because you love doing it and that you love this product. And if people get annoyed because they can't get it, well, it doesn't, you know, you can show them where, or tell them when it comes back in, but I really would just put it out there. You bought a product, you spent money on it, and you want to show what it looks like on, and you could show some tips. So yeah, put it out there. Am I right, Ali Pallies, or am I right? And just say at the beginning, by the way, for any of you watching to buy, you could say, I don't think you can get this right now, but I still want to show it in case it comes back into stock. Oh, thank you, Nina. Just say it at the beginning and then people can choose to not tune into the rest of it. Like I've said sometimes in my videos, this is going to go on for quite some time. So, you know, please feel free to skip through. Or if you just want to hear about the product, I can put a timestamp. Right, I'm going to put this. And the reason I'm going to put this is because, again, what you were saying, the feedback. And you're all right. You're spot on. Which is why I asked about the undertone getting more neutral as you age. This is going to take some of the yellow off my foundation by using this blush. And actually, if I mix this into a yellow foundation, it's not going to look that blushy, but it's just going to take that yellow tinge off and make me more neutral. You see? All these tips and tricks. And I can even, I know it's mad, but people do put blush on their heads. And because it's quite light, you see, it's going to take it off and it's going to cool me down. See, that's using the P.Louise one in Legally Pink because it's a cool pink. And if you want to neutralise yellow, you use pink. Okay, thank you. Everyone loves the mascara on me. Thank you so much. They definitely look thicker, don't they, in that mascara? So it's definitely a good mascara. Let me put in another coat so I can show you how it builds. I do love the packaging as well. Doesn't that look really pretty? I wondered at first whether there was another opening with a different brush, but there isn't. It's just the design. So I can now go in, and then if I turn the brush, I can really get the curl on it. And again, it just doesn't clump. Of course you can show that one. Just give me a shout out. Give me a shout out, Stacey, and say that I recommended it to you. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to do that, but it would be nice if you did. There you go. So now the last thing I wanted to do was to show you this, because I put this on the other day and it lasted all day. And then I'm going to get going. Because I'm resisting the temptation right now of that spring up from. Anyway, I'm resisting the temptation right now of showing you my MAC lipsticks, and they won't really go with this look anyway. But I wanted to show you this because it looked really nice. If I can find it. Come on, come on, come on. Where are you? Bear with me a minute, guys. Here it is. So just let me take this other lipstick off for a minute. This is a really lovely, remember the colour paints from P.Louise? This one's called Rosewood. And it looks so nice on the lips, and it stayed on all day. And I'm going to add a little bit of that on my cheeks. And that's me done. I haven't done my brows, but I can do that afterwards. And then do my final look. There we go. Actually, before I go, if you want to stay on, if you're having to rush off, then please feel free. But before I go, let's use this palette and put some highlighter on. Why not? I'm going to show you the white. I'll put a bit of yellow over the top, but I just wanted to show you the white. It's almost a bluey white. Let's put a bit of yellow down my nose. And I'll put a bit of the yellow on the centre as well. And there we go. And whatever you do, when you're putting your finger on your lipstick, don't then dip it back into your highlighter palette like I've just done. It's all right, got rid of it now. So that's the look. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you all very soon. Don't forget to like the live, and I'll check out my video on my Mac haul. As I said, it's 30 minutes long, so if you want to forward through it, feel free. Don't feel like you have to watch it all. It's a little bit in the format of my live, where I'm just chatting to you guys, telling you what I've got. So it's a bit longer than my usual ones recently. Tell me what you think. Some of you actually like my longer ones, so I'm not too worried about that. And thank you, Shahina, for reminding everyone to like the live. See you all soon. Mwah.